looking to make a statement in this first game. And the front lines for both.
Welcome, basketball fans. It's Halloween, and we've got a treat for you. It's the opening of the NBA season. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Tonight, a great backcourt matchup, Doris. When you were going up against another talented guard in college basketball, did that change your approach at all?
Well, you certainly knew when you were looking opposite somebody who had a skill set and a talent level that was going to challenge you for the full 48-minute game. And obviously, it raised the level of intensity. Your interest was piqued, and you want to show out against the best players. So certainly on the night you know you're going against an all-star type player, believe me, it's personal.
They take the challenge. All great players do. They want the challenge, don't they?
No doubt.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. They've got the mayor, Jay out there with the magician. Then there's B, and it's Little in at the small forward position. Here's Mr. Moves, Pastor Williamson. Here's ABC, just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Williamson. Fawzis got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Bull. Takes a shot at the elbow. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the pass to Mr. Moves. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot.
And if he can hit that shot, it spreads the defense out and really changes the complexion of the game.
It just opens the court up so much more, and you like to see him get into a rhythm from beyond the arc.
To the paint, picked off in midair. Pass to Bull. Down low. There's Big Dog. Here's Washington. The 10-footer finds the target. ABC's got his first bucket of the night.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Well, they haven't had to force anything. They're simply moving the ball and working for the best available shot.
Pass to Barrett. Inside.
And that ends the frustration. They've been ice cold to start this one.
Well, hopefully that gets their juices flowing, right? Once that first shot falls, it's typically a big relief.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Happy.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
Now we'll go to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown.
Thanks, Kevin. What he said they're concerned with most is slowing down transition. He said those guys can cause problems if you let them get on the fast break. So stopping space and pace is priority number 1. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Last on the first.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The pass to Big Dog. Here's Williamson. The 3-ball buries the long-range jumper. Laws has got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Barrett. Here's Bull. And at last, they get one to fall. He's got 6.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
And the shot is long. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. Barrett the pass to Bull. Uncovered. And he knocks down the jumper. And so here's the home team, leading by 5.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Both these teams are beneficiaries of tremendous coaching. Both have high hopes for the season. I expect to see a chess match tonight.
And just tax a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Jay. Down low, stolen by O'Neal. Here's ABC. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Opening night of the regular season, blue sky for every team, Doris. Optimism is high. Players thinking about all the possibilities ahead.
No doubt. It's a time of tremendous optimism for both the teams and the fans of these teams. And the culmination of the work you put into the offseason, who's improved their skill level, who's added a dimension to their offensive game. We're all salivating for the start of this year.
Cannot wait. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Bucket is good. Gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Pass to Williamson. Takes the 3. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. To the inside. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The eraser passes to Maverick. Here's ABC. Passes to Washington. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Woods. Got a piece of it. Here's ABC. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
44% overall here in the first quarter. Pass to Little. It's stolen. Here's ABC. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And the pass to Maverick. Here's the eraser. Pass to Williamson. With the shot. Alexander grabs the board.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here's Maverick. No points in the game yet for him. To the inside. Waters. The layup off target. Gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Maverick. Down low. And good that time.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Insanity. Passes it to Woods. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Waters. Pass to Woods. Out to the wing. No good on the 3.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
To the middle. Here's T. No good with the layup. Gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Inside. Now the pass to Washington. Lets it go from 14. And the shot goes down. ABC's got 6.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And so it's the home team. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on.
The Eraser is out there with ABC, and there's Maverick. Then there's the Professor, and it's Richards in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's good, 2 points. Jay's got his second basket of the night.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
D out there with Alexander. Then there's Jay. Then there's the Miracle Man, and it's Little in at the 3 slot. Miracle Man is out there with the Professor, and it's ABC, and there's Maverick, and it's the Eraser in at the point.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
D. Gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Passes it to Montgomery. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Doors are seeing a lot of movement on the offensive side of the ball. A lot of screening, a lot of movement, obviously, without the ball. Does that require more awareness, not only on the offensive side to make those moves, but also defensively?
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. One of the most important things you can do if you're an excellent defensive team is you start with communication. So as that action starts, the movement and the screening, are the teammates talking? Screen coming right, screen coming left. Do we want to trap the screen? Do we want to make sure the ball gets out of a certain player's hands? Communication in this day and age against motion offenses has got to be at the top of the list defensively.
Well said.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been? One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Bull, the pass to Wilkes. Here's Bull, guarded by O'Neal. Pass to Barrett, puts up a 3, hands it from downtown. The Magician's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Magician's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Count it. Montgomery. Got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Pass to Bull. Here's Waters, and the layup's good off the glass. Jay's got 8.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
Here's Montgomery. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Here's Bull. A stupendous finish in traffic. Bull's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's D. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they ramped up their intensity, forced good things to happen, and now they're right back in it.
To the inside, Richards. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the pass to Waters. D passes to Bull. It's good. This game is all even. Bull's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Well, Greg, I think I love the timeout call. At least it gives you a shift in momentum. It's a smart move.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Jay's checked in for Jay. Team dancers. It's intercepted. Passes it to Wilkes. All alone. And the jumper is on the mark.
Boy, the assist just put on time and on target. Easy shot opportunity.
Pass to Mr. Moves. To the middle, looking to end the run, and he goes in for the dunk.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
And they pick up 2. Bulls got 12.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
To the wing on the left. Here's O'Neal. No good from outside.
The defense not doing its job there. Left him wide open, and I'm sure he's kicking himself for not cashing in.
And the pass to Bull. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
Mr. Moves passes to O'Neal. Right wing. Fader on the way. That one good for 2. And that's now 6 points for the professor.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Wilkes. Hands it from downtown.
I'll tell you, that's nice work, right? You move, you get into space on the perimeter, and you knock down the 3.
Big Dog the pass to Montgomery. Passes it to Big Dog. Over to the wing. Here's Mr. Moves. No good off the back of the rim.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Pass to Richards. Here's the professor. 6 points for him. And there's the pass to Mr. Moves. Shot clock at 5. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
Jay, the pass to D. Out to the right wing. Pass to Bull. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, Doris, certain guards just have a knack for scoring in the post. When you think of that list, I'm sure there are a couple right at the top that come to mind.
Yeah, well, who don't you want to deal with in the low post out of the guard position? I'll give you one. Dwayne Wade. If he's on the post with a back-down dribble that he can use to his advantage, turn the lights out. Here's another guy, Sean Livingston. Unbelievable length, plays at his own pace. Both guys are nightmares in the post. Good luck checking either one.
He hits the second from the line. 1:39 left to play here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Maverick. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Offensive rebound. 6 to shoot. Here's Mr. Moves. Misses off the left iron. Gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And that's 17 points for B.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Mr. Moves. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
44 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Jay. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And this is really good defensive pressure, whether he gets the block or not.
No, Greg, you're absolutely right. This is strong defense. It's about making the shooter feel uneasy, and that's what he did. Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Passes it to Bull. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Jay, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
That's a nice play. You have to read and react in an instant to have success on the offensive glass.
And so we wrap up the first half. The away team up by 7. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Checking out the visiting team. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. Got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Well, it's his specialty. There are certain guys who can dominate a half or even an entire game by generating second chances.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Jay, B out there with the mayor. Then it's the magician, and it's Little in at the 3.
I got him!
Here's Bull, guarded by O'Neal. 4 on the clock. Wilkes, good. Wilkes has got 7 points in the game.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
Here's O'Neal, and Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 6 rebounds now in the game. He gives them a double-digit lead.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Here's O'Neal. Hits the three-point bomb. O'Neal's got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, listen, the defense was totally invisible on that three-point attempt. Nobody even in his zip code.
Down low, Bull. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Big Dog. Shot from 16. Offensive rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 9 points for Mr. Moves.
I'll tell you, this guy does some tough work on the glass. Battles as hard as anybody for those second chance opportunities.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Now the pass to Barrett. Launches it. He can't get it to go.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Washington. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. ABC's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. ABC's checked in for Big Dog. Dancers. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
Here's Waters. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Erasers checked in for Mr. Moves.
One shot, gentlemen.
Gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Passes it to Washington. Here's the Eraser, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. The Eraser's got his first basket of the night. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Little. Here's the Magician. 6 on the shot clock.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
O'Neal high post, and the pass to the Eraser. And here's the fast break. Passes it to Little. Pass to Wilkes. Here's the Magician, guarded by O'Neal. Barrett the pass to Waters. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. To the paint, here's Washington. It's tipped. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. The eraser passes to Williamson. Fires from the line. Wilkes with the rebound. Wilkes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Insanity. Pass to Bull. No look there. Miss number 4 in 12 tries. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The pass to Williamson. Here's the eraser. Banked in off the glass. The eraser's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Chalk up 2 there. And so the timeout by Brett Brown here. Indoors last summer, we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams. It looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Okay. I've recorded that comment.
Once again, Team Dancers.
Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Passes to Williamson. Pass to the eraser. From 15 feet away, that one no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Barrett the pass to D. Out left to the wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Miracle Man. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That's tipped. Williamson, the pass to Maverick. Moves back up. He takes it up and lays it in. And that's now 6 points for the eraser.
That is really solid offense. You cannot waste those chances.
Woods, the pass to Alexander. Here's Miracle Man. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
And the way he went about it, no better way to increase the lead and energizes your teammates.
And the free throw, no good. Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's Williamson. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
He gets that one. And that's 15 points for Jay.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
Here's Williamson. He gets that one.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. 1:31 left in the third. A reverse. Oh, that's blocked. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Fires from 14. And there's the call on the eraser. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution. Hands.
Has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Here's the Magician. He has 7. The jumper from the free throw line is good. The Magician's got 9 points.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Mr. Moves passes to Richards. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. And the pass to Jay. Passes it to Barrett. Here's T. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Step and fires. Here's Richards, and he makes good on the layup. Miracle Man's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's the visiting team in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. They've got Big Dog Maverick out there with ABC, and there's Mr. Moves, and it's Richards in at the 5.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to D. Out left to the wing. Shoots. Misses the wing J. Hitting at 46%, making some buckets. The pass to ABC. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Waters. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup. You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half. Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Big Dog, the pass to Maverick. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Who's watching here?
Here's Richards. A beautiful reverse layup.
Timeout. And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's a good call, Greg. They need a fresh, new approach here.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Washington. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Washington.
Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bull. Here's Insanity. Can't connect from short range.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Pass to Wilkes.
I see him.
Jay, the pass to Bull. 5 on the clock. Over Washington. and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Bol. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Pass to O'Neal. The pass to ABC. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Jay, the pass to Bol. Floats one up. He lays it in. 6 points for Jay.
I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup. The teardrop.
Passes it to Washington. Kicks to O'Neal. That 3 off the mark. Gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Little passes to Bol.
I see him.
Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. Aussie's checked in for ABC.
RJ Barrett.
Gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Mr. Moves passes to Washington. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Team's ball.
Here's Big Dog. And a miss there off the inbound. Being inefficient, 53% from the field. Jacks up a 3. Bol can't hit. Gone 0 of 3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. To the middle. Mr. Moves passes to Williamson. Here's the break. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he'd read the play.
You have to like what we're seeing from B.
I think one of the things at the top of the list in this timeout discussion has got to be the amount of room they're giving him to operate. You've got to get more bodies on him to try to disrupt his rhythm.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, B.
And I would point to his shooting percentage as the key reason he's our pick. And that sounds simple, but he hadn't tried to do too much. It hasn't tried to force his shots. Just kind of waited and worked to get good looks. And in the end, he's found plenty of them.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. To the inside. Here's Wilkes. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line, Willis. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Here's Mr. Moves. Pass to Washington. And it's good for 2. ABC's got 6 here in this quarter.
This guy's pulling his weight tonight. The guys around him need to pick up the slack and start following his lead.
Waters passes to Barrett. 5 to shoot. 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mr. Moves. Here's Washington. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. To the right side. Here's the Magician. Pass to Bull. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds. .111 left in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on ABC. That's his 3rd foul of the game. .107 left in the fourth. Buries it from 3-point range. Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
Gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Big Dog. He kicks to O'Neal. Pocket 6. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Jay's checked in for Jay. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Mr. Moves. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Passes it to Bull. From 10 feet out, O'Neal with the rebound. And so the timeout by Brett Brown here. Guys, what's your take?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the 3-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot. Chance here to send it to overtime.
A clean 3 is the only play.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Boy, now it's just a matter of getting to that final whistle. Those free throws should wrap this up.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.